the second round of memes challenge. So first of all, I want to apologize for not understanding some of your memes last time. Even though you put down the description, I didn't read it. So this time I promise I will do that if I don't understand any of your memes. So like this one, yeah, it was more about Mew and I didn't understand. So sorry, I'm not intellectual enough. Without further ado, let's start the first one. This one from a fee. Corporate needs you to find the differences between the picture and this picture. This is Planck constant, a number that you will learn in IB physics, which something related to the energy of photon, and this is 0. And people before 1900 said they are the same picture. Wow, the first meme already strike my confidence down. I need to Google. So here is that in 1900 October, Planck, which is a scientist obviously, find the formula that include the number of the Planck constant. Of course, you can see 10 to the power of negative 34 is very small. So before that, people don't actually know about it, or they could not really measure it, and therefore it's basically the same as 0. I'll rate this 9 out of 10 for physics point and 1 out of 10 for haha point. From Jeff, the moment when you violate the law of conservation of energy in your work without realizing. Oh, and then you have unlimited power. Okay, and this is from the Star Wars. Okay, I like it. Oh wait, so unlimited power is literally from the exact script in Star Wars. Wow. Wow. 8 points for physics and also 8 for haha points. Gordon, physics teacher, you have great potential. Why don't you use it? Me standing on the rooftop. Okay, don't stand at the rooftop. You got too much potential already. Step back down. From Tuodility, when I'm single, centripetal force with my crush. I don't really get it. When I'm a single Pringle, I go in a straight path, just like a normal human being traveling on his life journey. When I'm with my crush, the inevitable affection force pull me towards her, surrounding her. Wow. Wow. That's a pretty good confession letter you can write. If only she also studied physics though. This somehow reminds me of a love poem that I read earlier. I can't find it back, but something it is like something like, I wish you are the earth and I'm the moon, so we'll be revolving each other every day, every year, every second, and we are attracting each other. But you can never see my dark side. Well, the last part wasn't in that poem that I read earlier. But maybe, just maybe next time we'll get a physics poem or physics love poem challenge next time. From Isaac, metric unit, imperial unit. Wait, why would you want imperial unit? Terrible. Well, I really try to understand your memes, and I find Drake is actually a Canadian, which I didn't know. And for Canada, it's said that it changed from imperial units to metric unit 40 years ago. But I think some are still using the imperial for the legal definition in Canada. Oh my god, what happened to you, Canada? From Kylie, before 1687, I'll go everywhere the board goes. Nothing can stop me. Hit rock, don't care. Okay. And then after that, law of inertia discover. Oh no, my board, stupid rock. Wow, I'm pretty impressed that you know about inertia, because we haven't covered that in the class. In case you guys don't know, inertia is basically saying the tendency of remaining your own motion. So if you are not moving, then keeping your motion as not moving. And the more massive object will have more inertia. So, and that's why, I guess, why before it was discovered, then, I mean, you can go anywhere you can. Of course, that's not true. It's a joke. And after that, then you get stopped by the rock, because the rock probably is more massive and it will stop you when you hit on it. Very intellectual. From Athens, K constant force acceleration. Okay, I think you are trying to say the equation F equals ma. While we didn't know m was a factor, then we can find force proportional to acceleration. From almighty Psyduck, someone, acceleration equal to speed, crewmate. There is a non-physics student among us. Well, I pretty like it. At least I'm not old enough to not understand it. Alright, I know this is from a game called about imposter among us, something like that, and then you gotta catch those imposters. Yeah, it was a pretty interesting meme, and I didn't play the game before, but maybe if any one of you are really interested in, you can invite me and maybe we can play a few games together. Next is from Alston. Well, I think this one is very obvious. So before 1687, so something to do with Isaac Newton discovering or thinking of the gravity. So the apple, again, this is a joke. The gravity is opposite, so the apple will go back up, and so after that the apple will go back down. So yeah, it's pretty classic. Okay, next one should be from Valerie. The train arrives in 2 minutes. Me walking down the escalator, acceleration is a lot meter per second square. Just like Usain Bolt. From Ryan, you play tug of war and about to lose, panic. You turn the game over and you're about to win, and then you're calm now, but then you're panic again because you find out there is no friction. I think you are referring to the simulation activity I asked you to do in the class from the PHET, and yes, that simulation oversimplified the game, and you only have the tension over the rope, but in reality it's more about the friction. So I played tug of war before, and it's really important you get a good shoes that provide you really good grip to the ground, that provide you the friction. So yeah, in reality, friction is very important. From Eden, say no to speeding up, say yes to accelerating, changing velocity. Yes, that's right. From Jeff, or his brother Keith, I don't know. Well, anyway, the memes says, so you are telling me getting fatter means I'm more attractive. That's right, kid, because it's physics. From Donald, this is a velociraptor, I think that's the dinosaur's name, and then equal to, I guess this is distance and time. Wait, do you just say velocity equals to distance over time? No, velocity is displacement over time. Speed is distance over time. Okay, but it's a good try. From Marcus, action, reaction. This is how Newton's third law works. I don't think so. This is also from Marcus. Is Newton's third law true? Robin asked, and then let's test it out and then slap. Yeah, I approve that this is a really good one. So yeah, force equal magnitude but opposite in direction. From Ian, PHET simulation. This man been sliding on a non-friction surface for 80 miles. Please do not let him slide for another 80 miles. I actually wonder how you can get that. I mean, you can set friction to 0, but then how can you get the robot to be like this? I don't get it. I mean, you can push this and then you can slide for 80 miles. Wait, how can you get this? Not quite physics, but pretty hilarious. From Nicholas, say no to using a ruler to measure the dimension of my pen, using a micrometer to measure. Well, yes, I think it's very educational, and your pen is pretty short also. Oh wow, another imposter among us meme. There's one imposter among us. Drag, elastic force, tension, normal force, centrifugal force. Oh, okay, so centrifugal force is the imposter. Well, I hope my IB student would know why. I like this meme, very physics. From Ivan, always has been, wait, the centrifugal force only exists in a rotating frame of reference. The centrifugal force is fictitious, yes, and only exists in a rotating frame of reference when it appears to act outwards from the axis. Oh, I think I don't really get the memes itself. I mean, the type, this meme itself. So I think the pun is, this guy suddenly find out, oh, something is true. So, oh, this is Italy, and then it's been always like that, and then it's just stupid not to realize this. So that's why the astronaut at the back used a gun to kind of shoot it, right? So like this one, or I think this is pretty interesting. My personality, oh, this is all a mental disorder.
I think this is pretty interesting. My personality, oh, this is all a mental disorder.
From Ryan, say no to F equals ma, say yes to F equals to mg. Wait, what? I don't even want to give you a rating. Okay, another one from Ryan. The International System of Unit, SI unit, ohm, and yeah, this is a good fundamental SI unit. Yeah, this is pretty good physics one. Okay. From Matthew, 200. I've measured my height 5 times. It is consistently 200 cm. I'm sorry, it's precise but not accurate. You raised your hands up. Okay. Okay, so it's showing a physics idea of precise and accurate. Precise means every time you measure it the same. Accurate means it's not really close to true value. So yeah, it's pretty good physics. From Maisie, you are taking reading for your experiment, and then with this face, calm face, you remember to write down the uncertainty of the apparatus. Okay, you remember to write down all the uncertainty. Okay, and then you start to, I don't know what face, like angry. You find your uncertainty to be negligible. Okay, so eventually you're kind of mad because eventually it's kind of useless. Only the physics student will understand this. Oh wow, I don't expect myself to become a meme for your submission. Okay, so this is from Catherine, I check. So okay, let's see what it says. That moment when your experiment somehow give an error of 0. Okay, so just like what the previous meme said. To understand more, let's read the description. So in chapter 1, we learned about measurement and error. Sometimes in rare occurrence happens to you that the error cancel out into 0. I don't think error can cancel out. It always get bigger and bigger. Yeah, I don't think you can cancel it out. But it is true that sometimes you can get to 0. For example, if your average value is going to be a larger number, for example 1.2, but then your uncertainty somehow got calculated to be 0.003, for example, then it's basically negligible, so close to 0. And I'll definitely give you a higher marks because you use me as a meme. Totally flattered. From Brian, sine theta and theta. Oh, find the difference again. Okay, so as a physicist, we all know, or it's very well known among physics students, small angle approximation. So yes, they are the same. Yeah, very good physics knowledge. From Brian again, find S when you VUT is known, and so use this equation. A is not constant, and then yeah, you realize that A is not constant. You can't use the kinematics equation. Yeah, I like the facial expression of this. Good job, Jerry. All right, you did it. All right, it's me again. Spend 45 minutes baking a chicken, or you can do slapping. Slap it directly, just one slap with a velocity of 1,666 meters per second. If you didn't understand the joke, probably because you didn't know about these physics riddle. So it's saying like the energy you could require to cook the chicken could be equivalent to 23,000 of slaps, or one slap with that fast of velocity. So equivalent as in the energy can be transferred to the chicken.
Imagination.
Excellent job, Jerry. Wait, what? Brian and Jerry, are you guys having a template of me for memes now? Okay, so this is something to do with electricity, and in that chapter you learn about the flaming left hand rule, which is this one, FBI, force, B field, magnetic field, and current direction. You could also use feather cross to find the answer as well. So this is basically how the grip rule would work. So crossing I and B like that, and you can find the force also. If you don't understand, you can read this diagram, and in fact the equation of F equals to BIL in IB physics is not really accurate. The more accurate expression is actually I times the length, which is a scalar, crossed the B. So using the mathematical skills about 3D factors and cross product, you can following I, J, K, the three-dimension X, Y, Z, and finding out the corresponding direction. Well, obviously Brian is showing off his mathematics and also physics knowledge. Good job, Brian. Alright, I still have some more from the Google Classroom. This one is from Hilton. So here, okay people, how do we find out Earth's gravitational acceleration? Search it online, use PhET simulation, real life simulation, then get out of the, just free falling. Nice. Well, the only thing that I can pick on is for real life, then I guess you are referring to experiment, but not simulation. Next one from Bernice, the same template. This time, what is velocity change in displacement over time? Okay, so these two are together. Someone say velocity equal to speed. Actually, for this memes template, it's been quite a long time ago. So the general understanding of this, right, is a culture that is nothing to do with physics, but usually that three people, the first two will usually say something that is impractical, while the last one will be saying the truth. All right, so the irony is the one who spoke the truth got rage out and got thrown outside. So that's the usual format of this template. So let me show you an example like this one, how to make Apple products better, add more cameras, make the price higher, which are not really practical. And if someone say, oh, extend the battery life, which is actually very important, and yeah, somehow that's how this meme works. Wait, am I teaching you the memes culture now? Next one from Cheryl. In Star Wars, may the mass times acceleration be with you. So force. In real life, may the F net force equal to FA plus FG be with you. Okay, this may relate to formula F equals to ma. We learned may the force be with you. Okay, I don't quite understand what you mean by FA and FG though. Alright, next one from Nathan. The expanding brain. Gradient Okay, and then you can calculate it. Like the next level is the 2-point form, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then I guess you're relating it to, in one of the specific physics case would be acceleration over time, and now you know it's equivalent to something called jerk. Okay, it's pretty good, but I'm feeling uncomfortable with the jump from the 2-point form to delta A over delta T. Alright, from Harry, which one is heavier, 1 kg of steel or 1 kg of feather? Steel. And such a face. Classic. Okay, from Sienna, use a micrometer, okay, measure very accurately. Use a ruler, okay, not so good. Use your finger, okay, that's really bad. And then lastly, estimation. So it's getting worse and worse. I think that is actually the format of the meme. Like the lower you get, it's more like ridiculous. It is. Good understanding of the meme culture. From Marcus, why is it so easy to stay awake until 6 a.m. but so hard to wake up at 6 a.m.? Yeah, I feel the same too. Things in okay, this is a physics part. Things in motion tend to stay in motion, while things at rest tend to stay at rest. That's a really good explanation for, from physics to these. I actually been wondering why. Of course, this is not an explanation, but that actually quite fit with what we said about Newton's first law. From Charlotte, student naming factors. So we've got a lot of things like momentum, angular velocity, displacement velocity, acceleration, force, weight, electric field. Okay, that's all factors. And then area is left out because people usually don't know area is actually a factor. Wow, really a good point for making this meme. Because area usually was taken as scalar instead of factor, and I think in one of the video I mentioned area is actually a factor. So if you don't know, you may want to go and check it out. Very smart, Charlotte. Help me to promote my own video. Today I also bumped into this meme which I find pretty hilarious, so I would like to share with you. So this one is saying she was sending me mixed signal, so signal referring it as in the physics signals. And so I did, this engineering student, so I did a Fourier analysis. In case you don't know Fourier analysis, this is a mathematical operation which helps you to change the data or the formation of a wave into a more uniform one mathematically. So this is something that you may get to learn in university if you study mathematics or engineering. Well, I especially like how confident his face is. That is all for the second round of memes challenge. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. The third round of memes challenge will be opening, and I'll put the link in the description below. You can submit your own physics meme. Please support our video and press the like button now.
Press the like button now. Press the like button now.
I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.